Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love y'all, and I'm in love with you. Put where you're from and put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from and put the coin in the chat. We know the truth now. Lonely Wolf, peace, bro. Peace, 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 peace. God by the Johnny, what up? Bam, what's up? Put where you're from, put the coin in the chat. Busy, peace, bro. Peace, peace, peace. Asheville, Caden, Georgia, Teresa, what's up? OKC, Chris, North Carolina, Miss Natural, Miss Nature. Hey, Teresa. Soundwave, Texas, what's up? Dallas in the building. Memphis, Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky, Alabama. Roll the coin. Soundwave, what's up, brother? Clover, South Carolina. Deeply rooted, Georgia. Roll the coin. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you. We know the truth now here today. I've been getting a lot of tags, right? Now, people take a lot of things as a distraction, right? Hold on one second. A lot of things as a distraction. But distraction. But in the chat, put the coin in the chat, put the coin in the chat, put the coin in the chat. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. 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 Put the coin in the chat. Y'all hear me? Now a lot of people been tagging me in this Charlie Kirk thing. I have no hate for nobody, no man from no land. I have no hate for no man from no land. So I'm not distracted by it, you know. And people been saying, why did I speak on it? Because I spoke on it because you got to understand the enemy. See, if you don't understand the enemy for future, see, I study for future references. I don't hop into the clout of what happened to him. I'm talking about you have to study these people to understand what they do, right? So when you see this again and you see what's going on, because at the end of the day, he was outspoken, right? And a lot of our people are outspoken. But the thing is, that man was so, his platform was so big that he could change the narrative of how things are looked at, right? So you got to understand that certain people who have the power on social media and could put a narrative in people's head, you are a problem, right? If we know the truth now on here, telling hunter-gatherers that this ain't their land every day, he a problem. So no matter what you think about what happened to these other people, a lot of people are still outspoken, right? So when I see something like that, I got to study the enemy. Like a lot of people think just because it's a hoax or just because it might have didn't happen or just because he was a YT man or nah, that ain't the point. That's not the point. A machine operates the same way no matter who is on the other end of that machine, right? So somebody kept tagging me, asking me what I thought about it. Somebody kept asking me what I thought about it, right? And this is what I know for facts. And I just like to give people the facts, right? The facts is about that what happened yesterday is that man spoke on that Charlie Epstein case, right? See, what people don't understand about the Charlie Epstein thing is people have been getting unalived back and forth about that, bro. People been getting unalive about that. Like, y'all just think he just the first person. No. Nowhere near it. I'm talking about a whole lot of people are gone right now about that Epstein stuff because the people that's mixed up in that are very, very powerful and resourceful, right? And I'm not talking about spiritually. I'm talking about physically. They can hurt people. They have the reach to touch people, right? Now I want to show y'all something so y'all can know that how these people are unaliving people. Because people act like they don't know this, bro. You got to know the enemy. The enemy is unaliving everybody who got something to say about the elites, right? They got something to say. Let's start right here. Just real quick research, right? Kirk devoted a podcast episode, right, about the Epstein case last week. We're not going to move on from that. He's supposed to have left that alone in January. He said he was going to leave it alone. He got right on the internet and stirred the pot right back up about Epstein and all these famous rich people putting their names out about child trafficking and stuff, right? For entertainment purposes only. These are the only people who have the power to unalive you in front of everybody at 12 o'clock in the middle of a college. And then they get away with it. So you have to study that. You have to know what's really going on out here. You got to know what's really going on out here. Right? If you don't understand what's going on, if I go somewhere and do a speech, you got to know what the hell going on. You got to know who your enemies is. You got to know who you talking about. You got to know what kind of reach they got. You got to know what they can do. Don't be no fool out here now. Don't be no damn fool. See, we can't play the fool no more. We can't do that. We can't be like everything a hoax and everything fake. And no, it's some real shit going on out here on the land. You got to be able to decipher that and understand who you talking to and what kind of reach they got. You got to know the enemy. I study the enemy, people. It's not about him so much. And what I think about him, they don't really, I'm studying the enemy. The enemy does things like that in public to make people a scapegoat, a target, an example. That's what I want to say. They want to make examples of people who go against the grain. Right? Now listen to this. He is the last bit of people that they are unaliving, people. They save him for last. They save him for last, and I'm finna show you. Right? He said he was going to move on, but he wasn't moving on about that Epstein case. He clarified that the ball is in the administrative court to put out that information among Epstein. Now, he is teaching the kids. He amplified the anger and frustration among the young MAGA supporters over the handling of Epstein files, stating that they are flaming mad right now about this stuff. They want the Epstein file and get all them elite people name on there and put it out. That's what he want to do. The corporation. He want to put the name of the corporation's people out into the public. They don't want that to happen, people. The owner of DuPont, Procter & Gamble, Exxon, Texaco, Nike. These people name on the list. They don't want that to get out. Right? And I'm just speaking figuratively, right? They don't want their names to hit the airwaves with child bad things. So when you say you're going to let that go, they let you make it. But when you bring it back up last week, talking about you not moving on, you finna get these people's name out here. That's when they press the button on you. That's when they press the button on you. Now, the release of additional Epstein documents in September 2025, including a birthday book that included messages and materials related to the prominent figures. To the prominent figures. A book came out this month. He was promoting, still putting these prominent figure names out in the public, and they can't let that happen. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? You see where I'm going with this? See, everything happened for a reason. Now, when you left it alone and you come back in September and you try to put a book out with these people's name in it, he kept the story in the news and continued to fuel discussions on that case. You keep on stirring the pot. I ain't saying nothing wrong with stirring the pot, but you got to be ready to stir the pot. Because these people got reach. Let's keep going. Right? Kirk initially pressured the Trump administration for greater transparency regarding the files about the Epstein case. Kirk later reversed his position and backed out the administration handling of the matter. Then he hopped back in it. After the release of the documents, Kirk's comments criticized the Trump administration handling of files. He dedicated a podcast to the topic and requested more information, noting frustration among younger people on his side. So he instead of pushing the issue about who are the prominent figures who was down with this bullshit, right? Now, he withdrew his demands in July. Then in September, he come back with the book. That's when the heat dropped. That's when they were like, off with his head. Watch this. The Justice Department issued a memo stating that there was no Epstein client list, and in 2019, the death was a suicide, fueling backlash. Kirk aligned with the administration and promoted the narrative that Epstein files was a hoax and intended to distract for national successes. Now, this is the problem with this. He was saying it wasn't no hoax. I want the names of the people. Bring it on out, Trump. Now watch this. Watch this. Roll the card. Watch this. And it is important because it reveals how powerful and wealthy can use their influence to exploit vulnerable people, escape justice, and operate beyond the reach of the law for many years. These is the corporation. This the same people we talking to now. That's why I looked at this. This the same people. This the same powerful people that own all these companies. Wealthy. Powerful, wealthy, influence to exploit vulnerable people, escape justice, operate between the reach of the law for years. The case has also led to conviction of co-conspirators, right? Now, let me show y'all what's going on. Roll the coin. Epstein's wealth and extensive network of high-profile connections, these the people who killed him, who unalived him. His high-profile connections. Anybody's name could pop up on their people and hurt their career, hurt their business. They're not going to let that happen, including politicians, royals, people from way over there on the Roman Catholic Church, the Prince and Queen of England, all them folks are royals and politicians. Allowed him to operate for decades. They name on the list. Now, watch this. The case, trauma inflicted on dozens of girls, some as young as 14, with these people's name on there. They don't want that to come out. No. So, and this man got millions of followers he is pushing this to. They don't want that to come out. Now, you think he the only one got on the live? This is not surprising to me, because I'm going to show y'all how many people got on the live talking about this Epstein case. Watch this. Watch this. Prominent accusers and witnesses. Virginia, what happened to her? A victim accused of Epstein, what happened to her? She had become a key figure, right? Died by a suicide in Australia. There wasn't no damn suicide. You got to know the enemy. You got to know who you're playing with. It wasn't no suicide. That's a lie. This lady wasn't no peon. This lady had all type of stuff going on. She just ain't unalive herself like that. This is a pattern of the enemy. They killing everybody. Let's keep going. Skype Patrick, victim of Epstein. She died from a drug overdose 2017, ruled death accidental. Whoa. Why is everything a suicide and accidental? Watch this. Ephraim Stone, Epstein's cellmate who said he told something to, was transferred the day before Epstein died of COVID-19 in 2020 when, after speaking to federal investigators. Soon as he told what Epstein told him, they got rid of his ass. See what's happening? You see the pattern? Let's keep going. Do you see the pattern? Mark Middleton, an advisor of, this man was an advisor for President Bill Clinton. Middleton was found hanged with a gunshot wound in Arkansas in 2022. It was officially ruled a suicide. How you gonna rule somebody who hanging with a gunshot a suicide? What did he do? Hang himself, then shot his... That don't make no damn sense. See, you got to know the enemy. This man worked for President Clinton. This ain't no regular ass YT man. This man in the government. But if we don't care, they don't care nothing about that. It's not always about the government. It's about the power of the people who bankroll the government, the corporations, BlackRock, motherfucker who own billion-dollar companies. That's who got the pull. BlackRock, motherfucker who own billion-dollar companies. That's who got the pull. Give me a 2. My phone ring. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. I just want my people to know that there is a pattern that's going on. Things are going on the land. We can't be dumb to it. So don't be talking about, we know the truth now, talking about some hunter-gatherers. It ain't about the hunter-gatherers. It's about the machine. The machine gets things done. I'm showing you a machine and the way they operate, right? Watch this. Now, this man worked for Bill Clinton, gunshot wound and hung, and they called it a suicide. How? Thomas Bowers, an executive of the bank, people. What happened to him? Hanged in California home in 2019. His death was ruled a suicide. Why are all these people are millionaires? You think they just hanging themselves and shooting themselves? The powerful people are getting rid of them, making it suicide. You see that? Let's keep going. Steve Hoffenberg, 2022, cooperated with the FBI and spoken publicly about the knowledge of Epstein. Right? Out of there. He out of there. They don't even know what even happened to him. They don't even know what even happened to Hoffenberg. Hoffenberg damn near just disappeared. Y'all think this shit a joke. Roll the court. Now, Steve Bean, a movie producer who spoke on the FBI about Epstein. Bean died by suicide 2020 after jumping from his apartment building. Oh, the man just played Superman, huh? He just Superman off the building? Like, don't be no damn fool trying to tag me. And see, I know what the fuck going on. Our truth now trying to distract us. No, I ain't trying to distract my people, bro. I'm on the same time. But I must show my people how they operate. Who got the most to lose with the most power to do that to somebody in public? That shit can happen to me or any other body speaking on these people. So I got to study this. It ain't about Kirk. It's about the information. How the hell did man just Superman off top of his building? A movie producer. These ain't no homeless, hopeless people. These people are upstanding people in their so-called culture. And they just jumping off the building. Hell no. Motherfuckers is tossing them off the building. You got to know that. Stop playing like everything a hoax. Everything ain't a hoax. They want you to see some of this shit to show you their power and their reach. I ain't saying on that this shit don't scare nobody. I ain't trying to scare nobody, right? I just got to tell you the truth. So you will know this shit ain't no game. This shit is not a game. People think everything a game, everything fake. People are really losing their life talking about this shit. And they steady saying suicide, suicide, suicide. Motherfucker hung, shot, burn up, suicide. How did I hang myself and shoot myself? That don't even make no sense. Now, investigation have ruled most of these deaths or suicides are due to other causes. The circumstances surrounding these continue to be the source of suspicion and have fueled conspiracy theory. This ain't no damn conspiracy. See, that's that bullshit. This is not a conspiracy. People are really in the ground. Ain't no conspiracy about this. And they didn't do that to themselves. Y'all can stop. Now, throughout history, the ringleader get it the worst. The one with the most pull, the one with the most reach, he get it the worst. Roll the coin. Let me give y'all examples. That man got 8-9 million followers, bro. 8 or 9 million followers. 3 million subscribers. He out here trying to put the name out of these people. He can bust these people out. If he get the paperwork, he can bust them out with one video. One. It gonna spread to 20 million people in an hour. They gotta get him. Right? Now, John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy spoke about the secret societies. These same people. Motherfucker think this shit a joke. John F. Kennedy had a speech talking about the secret societies, their reach, their power, these corporation owners. I'm gonna expose y'all. What happened to John F. Kennedy? What happened to the curse on his family? Bro, it's a whole curse on that man's whole family. It's a curse on Kirk family too. Y'all think that Kirk shit done? Y'all better watch his kids and his wife in the next couple of years too. Don't just think it, they just want him. Them folk want everybody. Them folk aim to take out your whole bloodline. That's why John F. Kennedy brother get killed. Everybody else died in his family. Same way. Same powers that be with the corporations. That's why I be telling my people, all that paperwork shit y'all trying to go to court with and get land and talk to these people, them people don't give a fuck about that shit. You will turn that paperwork in and they'll put a hit on you. The whole corporation must go, people. You can't do deals with the devil. Who taught y'all that? Ain't no deal with the devil, bro. It look good on the front end, it's ugly on the back end. Truth now not going in there with no paperwork for nothing. Either this shit got to come all the way down or it ain't time yet. Because I ain't no half-stepping with these people. All that playing around like you teaching somebody, all you teaching them is to put their face on the damn chart for these people to go see them. And you ain't ready for that. If you ain't unified. You got to be unified and smart. Ain't no standing outside in no damn gun range talking to, nah. They're going to get you. Right? So, what you got to understand is Osama bin Laden's family. Osama bin Laden's family was cursed by these people. Yeah, him too. Y'all think it's bullshit? Go Google how Google Osama bin Laden's family airplane crashes. Google Osama bin Laden's family airplane crashes. And you're going to see it. All that man's family died on airplanes. Go look, Google it and come back to the chat. I ain't going to stop my chat to get the receipt. Everybody in his family get on a plane, it coming down the next 30 minutes. Doosh. Go research it. Now, I'm going to say this. I ain't scared of y'all that. Fuck you. Roll the coin. Because for one thing for sure, this ain't going to stop me. But for two, the other people scared, bro. A lot of people scared who do this, they scary. They don't even want to go out and do nothing regular, right? Truth now still going to the mounds. It is what it is. I just want to show my people that this is something you have to pay attention to. Don't just say everything a hoax and go outside and be looking stupid. Nah. These people have vast resources trying to stop people like me from talking the same things I want to say. They'll unalive a YT man right in front of your ass. What do you think they're going to do to us? So I have to pay attention to this. I got to know the enemy. I got to know who I'm talking about. I got to know how to keep myself safe and whatever. But at the same time, I don't want us to be like, oh, man, just somebody. Like they talking about Malcolm X, chicken coming home to roost. No. Because the chicken come home to roost on everybody's ass. And I ain't trying to say nothing about Malcolm X, but what I'm saying is, no man is excluded. See, you can't exclude it because you melanated and they YT. No man is excluded. The same way they did him, they did you. So you can't. That's not the way to look at it. The way to look at it is you learn from mistakes of people before you, and you try to do better after that. Right? That's just the truth about it. These people don't want nobody going against the program. They don't care who you is. They don't care. But I want people to understand that there is a machine that got rich off our land, and they are still operating on our land. And anybody that goes against it is a problem. It's a problem. So therefore, this shit ain't sweet. It ain't sweet. This is not sweet. Don't never think this what we are doing and attempting and talking about, and this stuff is serious, bro. Look at it like this. If those people came from poverty, came to America, took our land and got rich off of it, they want nothing over there, but they everything over here. They're going to do whatever it takes to keep that up, people. Don't think that's a joke. Don't think that they come up, they're not going to kill, unalive people to keep the come up going. Right? So we have to understand it. We have to know that what we are doing is still going against the grain of these same people, because these are the people who own the land that we are talking about. This stuff been passed down and passed down and passed down to these same elite people who got that man hit, right? So I just want y'all to know that this stuff is serious. It's not a joke. It's not a game. And we have to be serious about what we are talking about. And we got to stand up for that. And we got to do it together. Ain't no way around it. Because these things can't happen. I love y'all. And I just want to tell y'all that we got to get way more serious and way more unified than what we are. We got to have a plan. We need a plan. Right? Like I said, I really want to get that land and get as many people back and forth to this land And these new lands, we gonna get and cultivate them as we can, as fast as possible. Cause we gotta get out of this matrix. These are some evil people. And they will do anything to keep up their lifestyles. Anything, people. Anything. And if people don't think that these people are watching us, these people watching us, I know for sure they watching me. I don't know about nobody else, but I think they watching everybody. But I know for sure they watching me. Let me tell you why. A wise man told me this. I ain't gonna tell y'all his name, but he very famous. A famous wise man told me this. He told me not to mention his name because he don't even want to get his face. But he told me a famous actor sent me a DM. And everybody know him. I can't say he told me not to say his name. I'm talking about an A-class actor sent me a DM the other day. He said, I don't even know your name, son. I just know we know the truth now. But the things you are saying are so powerful, I didn't even know it. The things you are exposing about melanated people's culture on this land, I didn't even know it. He said, and I'm talking about this is a A-list actor, a man, melanated. I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all know who he is. Right? Y'all know who he is. It surprised the hell out of me when he sent me a DM. We talked all that day in the DM. Somebody said it in the chat, but I ain't gonna even repeat it. That man said, what you are doing is so powerful that it's a problem. You are showing people that our Hebrew people was on this land before everything else. And they look like me and you. He said, bro, do you know how powerful that is? He said, I don't know if you just putting these videos together just because you learn this knowledge and you can put it together, but you even had me sit down and research this stuff and all of it is true. He said, no other man on this land has ever did what you are doing right now. No other person have ever done what you have done on this topic. And I said, bro, this is what I told him. He asked me what, I told him about my grandmama or whatever, but he asked me about what type of religion or what made you, how did you even, I said, bro, it ain't come from none of that. It comes from my people, my ancestors. I said, I learned this from my great grandmama, right? He said, bro, I just saw a lot of people come and go. But ain't nobody ever talked about America land the way you explain it and show the places that you talking about and show the receipts and show the original culture on the land, because it's always not the origin. It's always, because them ancient Hebrew type lettering or pictoglyphs, Those are the first languages of the earth. He said, I never seen nobody in America do that. Show it in America. I'm going to tell you what video they done it. The video when I showed they took down the pyramid and put up the chimneys with the Hebrew on it. That's the video he saw. And he started DMing me, right? But he was like, you know that a melanated person who is teaching this type of stuff and can show it and prove it and articulate it to the point that people understand it. You know you got a target on your head, don't you? I do. Right? He said, you are the biggest, one of the biggest enemies of the state. I don't know if you know it or not. I know it. I know it. What if I get 9 million people with the truth and they line up? Now I'm the biggest enemy of the whole country. So it's not just us, people. Everybody from top to bottom is looking at this stuff. We just thinking we just in a live talking and chopping it up, but everybody is paying attention. They might not say nothing, but they paying attention. That's the whole goal. To put something on your mind that make you pay attention, that make you really realize what happened to our people, that make you really realize where we from and what they did to us. The biggest unaliving on the face of the earth happened on this land, not in Germany, not in Europe, over here. And for somebody like that to say something to me like that, it was powerful because you don't think these people are even paying attention, bro. I'm talking about out of the top 2 melanated actors in the world. Yeah. And this stuff is serious. J. Edgar Hoover said a melanated person with the information and the power to unify people is the biggest problem, the biggest so-called terrorist America can have. Because what makes us different from everybody else is we linked to the land, people. A lot of people not even linked to the land. They can say whatever they want to say. If they're not linked to the land, it don't matter because you can never get it back because it never was yours in the first place. But a person saying what we saying who linked to the land, it's a whole nother powerful thing. Now it turns into a upper echelon because what you talking about can get all of your people's shit back because you linked to the land. Now, YT people and all them other folks talk about the history. It don't really matter. They're not from the soil. This man told me, you link to the land that makes you 10 times more powerful than anybody else. Because now, when the truth come out, they got to do something about that. Right? Natives cannot do this. That's what he's trying to say. I understood what he was saying. The YT natives cannot do what we can do. All they can do is go on a reservation and get a small ass paycheck and get paid off for what their ancestors done to us. We can actually get the whole land mass back. And we the only people on the face of the earth that can do it. Now look at Chicago. Look at Chicago. A couple of YNs say they are down with that Coast Guard shit. These people are sending in fighter jets, people. You think you ain't got no power? Just off the words of somebody on the internet saying that they not going for that Coast Guard, that army shit. These people send in the most sophisticated jets they could ever send in. They sending in the jets that just sit over the city all day like this, just hover. For YNs talking on the internet. That's how scary they is, people. That's how scary these people are. You don't think these people scared of you? They are. Go and research jets in Chicago. They scared. I told y'all the army was for us, not for the outside world. For us first. Because they took our land. They have to have something to stop us from taking our land back. This shit ain't for no Iraq, no Iran. That's on the back end. This shit for here. And the people who control it are the same people unalive Kirk. It ain't the government. It's the corporation. This is about monetary value and control and power and secrecy. Right? Now, people always want me to talk about history, which I always do. But today, we got to talk about the powers that be, man. Because at the end of the day, if we buck, this is who we're going to be dealing with. Same people. These are only people with that type of reach to do things like they are doing. These other people are not equipped enough to do what they did to that man yesterday. You unalive somebody in front of thousands of college students at 12 o'clock noon and get away with it. With all them police out there, all them FBI agents out there. That's an inside job, man, of a powerful people who already paid everybody to turn their head while the shooter get away, so they can frame anybody for it. Now somebody finna get framed up for it, and they gonna get away and laugh about it. So the biggest injustice them people ever done is told you wasn't the nature's chosen people. They told you wasn't God's and nature's chosen people. That's what they told you. They told you were slaves. You weren't nothing but a field hand. You ain't nothing but a ghetto nigga living in the hood, eating chicken and watermelon, and drinking Kool-Aid. That's what they told you. You're not successful. You ain't got no college degree. You ain't successful. You gonna leave you cheering. We gonna take care of your baby mama with some food stamps. Y'all drunk. Y'all ain't thinking. Y'all hate your own people. This is what they tell us. But the whole time, this is who we really are. Wouldn't be no religion if it wasn't for y'all. Wouldn't be no spirituality if it wasn't for your people. Wouldn't be no grand architecture. Wouldn't be no astrology. Wouldn't be no mineral mining. Wouldn't be no pyramids. Think about this. Wouldn't be nothing. Wouldn't be no medicine. Wouldn't be no open heart surgery. Wouldn't be none of that. Wouldn't be no TV, no stoplight. Wouldn't even be no damn cell phone to do no TikTok on. One for y'all people. Y'all the greatest thing this earth ever created. Them people enslaved and prisoners of war, the grand build of the earth, us. Roll the coin. If I gotta put this into terms, you a whole Rolls Royce out here. Them people some goddamn Ford Tempos. They don't want you to know they enslaved and made prisoners of war the people of God or the people of the nature. Nature is the creator. So therefore, we link back in with nature. Therefore, the people who done it and came up with these languages are those people. These people have hurt and hung and killed and imprisoned the chosen people of the planet, bro. Right on this land. That's evil work. And they know it. But we gotta know it. We must know this, people. They told us we wasn't shit. They a lie. We are everything. Roll the coin. We are everything, people. The agriculture they make money off of, our people done that first. The minerals they pull out the earth, our people done that first. The irrigation of the rivers and dams and lakes and bridges, we done that first. The world would be in shambles if it wasn't for the creations that our people built. It'll just still be hunter-gatherers running around. Now, why is this so powerful, Truth? I'm going to tell you why it's powerful. It's so powerful that people want to be you. It's that powerful. See, that's why I'm not mad at religion. I'm not mad at religion. A lot of niggas be mad at religion. I know why it's a religion. Because you want to be like them spiritual people you just saw. To get some type of feeling in your spirit because you didn't have it at first. So you have to assimilate something to try to get a piece of that spirituality in your spirit, bro. And I ain't even saying nothing wrong with that. They are carbon copying our ancient ancestors. Just to get a piece of spirituality in their soul. And I ain't even mad at them because they would be well worse off if they didn't even get that little bit. They still who they are, but that little bit did slow them down a little bit. Think about it, bro. Everybody want to be us. That's what they don't want you to know. Islam copied mound builder information. Christianity copied mound builder information. Buddhist mound builder information. Hindu mound builder information. The Chinese mound builder information. They don't want us to know that. Yin and yang do not come from China. The Mississippians had yin and yang on artifacts before China was ever even started. Balance with nature before they ever had anything to believe in. You got to know that, bro. You got to know we were doing pilgrimages to corn in the black soil before a Muslim ever done a pilgrimage to Mecca. You got to know that. See, anybody who can't decipher the religion can't decipher the origin of it. Therefore, they say it's all fake. Because they don't even know where them people got that from. They didn't even study their culture enough to know that it is a cultural simulation of your ancient culture. And they trying to be like you because you are the chosen people, so therefore they want to be like you. Let me give you an example. If you work in the agriculture field for 7 years and you stop using it for 1 year, you flip the soil and you let that land rest. That is a culture, people, because you understand that that land needs rest. You are in tune with the planet. We have worked this land enough for these crops for 7 years. Therefore, we stop doing it for one, to let that patch of earth rejuvenate itself. That is a culture of a people. That's not religion. So when people see the culture doing that, they turn that into religion. Now it's a biblical Hebrew thing. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? We done that because we was in tune with the planet. They done it because they saw us do it. What are those chosen people doing? Leaving that field for that. Go research, is that Hebrew? My great grandmama told me they done that because they don't want to burn the earth out. They don't want to burn up the crop, the soil in that area. Therefore, you let it rest. That's where you get rest from on the 7th day of the week. But the land rests every 7 years. You see the pattern? And the people who use that earth knowledge was writing some type of pictoglyphs that became Paleo-Hebrew. They weren't doing it for religion. They were doing it because this is their culture. A culture turned into religion. Now you understand it? This just some shit our people did off the top of their brain. They did get spiritual doing it, but it was not spiritual as in a God spiritual. It was spiritual as in, I believe in nature. Therefore, nature fed me. Therefore, I show respect to nature. They turned it into what it turned to. If locusts come in and eat your crops from the east, that is a plague. That is something that harmed my harvest. It's not religion to a culture. When another people see you doing it, they turn it into religion. Now, that is one of the deadly plagues in the Bible. You see where I'm going with this? The agriculture field was just our culture. And they took it and made it into religion. Everything we done was taken by other people and made to be religious purposes. The bar mitzvah, turning a boy into a man, that come from us. We done that on the land. Now you got Ashkenazi Jews doing it. Don't you just think them people studied your history, bro. And they regurgitate it and do it to try to get some of the spirituality out of it. Roll the coin. Arab Muslims are trying to get rid of all of the ancient spots in the Middle East because they don't want their people to know in the future where they got that information from. They want to say they created it. So they blow up ancient buildings and mounds and spots. Go research it. Because they know they are not the original people. Our people was in Palestine and Israel before any hunter-gatherers got there. So y'all are fighting over a holy land you did not build. That's how serious they want to be you. We got niggas with you. We got niggas with European names trying to be an American Indian. Why? You got people with bloodline from well with LYT people. Steady trying to be a mound builder. Why? Because they know who them people are. And they know those are the greatest people on the planet. They know it. Roll the coin. They know it. All that Egyptian knowledge came from here, bro. We got people out here straight Egyptian. All they talk about is Egypt all day, not knowing that their bloodline came from right over here. They talk about the Nile all day, but that's just our people leaving here, taking knowledge to another place, setting up a trade center. And they've been not understudied for so long that they cannot get on this internet and tell you the truth. That their bloodline came from here. That them people was red, bro. And them Africans were black. They don't want to tell you that. They would die before they tell you that. They don't want to tell you different. You superior. They don't want to tell you that. They don't want, you can see it in sports. Just go watch sports, bro. Put LeBron out there with an African. He could be 7'2", Bron still gonna run through him. Bron runs stronger. His lungs stronger. His muscle, his DNA thicker. Bron is just a machine, bro. Them folks is not gonna be able to run with Bron for too long. At the age he at today, you still can't run with him. You know why? That man DNA is superior. That man ain't no damn West African. That man is not from South Africa, bro. That man is a man. That man is the most ancient bloodline. That man was born in Ohio, right around the corner from the Mississippi River. Them people coming out there mound builder bloodlines are different. They different people. I have met people from all over this world. I have never met nobody like my people from Tamari. Nobody. I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. They dumbed us down for a reason. They dumb us down for a reason. Because if you get back locked in, ooh, you lock back in, ain't nobody on the planet fucking with us. Nobody. No man from no land. I'm telling you what I know. They want us to hurt each other, not work with each other, not unify, not put ideas together for businesses and put together farms and do real estate and do agriculture and fishing things to bring together and say, they don't want you to do none of that. Because if you put your mind to it, you're going to be the best that ever touched this planet to do it. If you lock in on math and languages and science, ain't nobody gonna be able to fuck with you. Our people just don't think about this stuff no more. We trying to get through the day. We trying to make it. We don't even think about intellectual things that really matter no more. But when somebody lock in, they come from this stock, you can't stop them. We got my boy out there making gas and diesel out of plastic, bro, with a machine he made with his own hands. This man is making gas and diesel with a machine he made with his own hands, bro. Think about that. Think about what he could do with the backing of a nation of people, with his back and some resources. We wouldn't even be paying for no gas no more. Everybody pull up and fill up. Don't you know the gas company people would try to nuke the whole land we own? That's power, people. Every time I see dude, I turn my phone up trying to like the video. I be like, I love this dude. I'm coming in everything. Roll the diesel. I love this little cat. That man is a genius. If that man had the backing, that man could open up a whole warehouse or company for our people. We fund them. We don't have to worry about no gas no more. I'm sick of paying them people at the corner store anyway. You see, this is what really matters. That's what really matters, people. Togetherness. Making it easier for our people. Everybody else make it easy for their people. Right? You see them Arabs at the store, the Middle Eastern people? They wife and they child pull right up to the pump, fill the car up, drive off. She wasn't worried about no gas this morning to get to work or wherever she was going. She wasn't worried about no food or none of that. You got a store full of food. Come on, man. That's what really matters. So it don't matter what the name they called us in 1000 BC or 2000 BC. It don't even matter no more, man. You from the land, you from the land. We got to do this thing together. Ain't no way around it no more. We got to stop all that. All that is dead. As of right now, that shit is dead. We not talking about no names. We don't care nothing about that, bro. All we care about is the truth and coming together and trying to help our people to become self-sufficient, like our ancestors did. Our people are depending on their people at this point. Their jobs, their resources. Our people are even acting like these people at this point. Right? I heard Charleston White with his lame ass talking about an HBCU, historically black college, and talking about they not on the level of Yale and Harvard. Nigga, fuck Yale and Harvard. At Yale, Charleston White, they got melanated people bones rubbing on them at Yale right now, and you want her talking about like there's some type of flex. This motherfucker went to Yale, and they living on top of your ancestor, rubbing on their bones, talking about the skull and bones. Nigga, you ain't smart. Who told you you were smart? Sit your retarded ass down, bro. You rode the short bus somewhere, bro. Who are you to try to tell my people some information? And what's bad and what's good? I'm sick of y'all. You are an embarrassment to your own people for a couple of dollars, nigga. Couple of dollars. Oh, yeah. No. Shut your stupid ass up. The type of people who try to deflect and say, the people who say this right here are the worst of our kind, people. When they say this right here, this the quote. A lot of people say this the quote. It don't really matter because we don't love each other. We ain't gonna do nothing for each other. We hate each other. That's a lie. It ain't true, bro. Even you know it's a lie. Because if people hated you, they wouldn't even pay you to come speak where you be speaking at. Them melanated people's money they spending. Ain't no white people booking your retarded ass. Ain't no YTs booking Charleston White. Then you in there with the white boy, Aiden Ross, kissing his ass. You a piece of shit, bro. They book you to come to Jackson, Mississippi, and you go right in there and talk about the whole city. They just paid you to come, bro. There was enough respect for you to not badmouth the people. They paid you to come. And you still turn around and disrespect your own people. They just showed you respect while you didn't return it. Because you a money-hungry piece of shit. Melanated people book you, nigga. They flagging my page, bro. I don't even care. But we don't hate each other. If our young kids are in this bad community that happen to get put together that way for us to be this way, and you still trying to blame us, you can't blame us, bro. It's still survival on this planet. They put our people in bad positions and want us to do the right thing all the time. That ain't how this works. It is not how this works, bro. You take our people's land in the country town and send us to a killing field in the inner city. You mad at musicians for rapping about what they see every day. It don't make no sense, bro. The environment raises people. You expect a lion to get out there in the forest and not be and they just got him plugged in with no food. Then you throw a deer out there and you expect him not to eat it. It don't work like that, bro. This country was designed for us to be like that. We have to break that. It's not gonna be easy. But you don't judge your own people because you know they struggle. How am I going to judge somebody in the hood doing their thing? And I was in the hood doing mine. Trying to eat that day. I can't judge them people. They on the same damn boat I'm on. I could be back over there with them people in 30 days. How can I disrespect them? Ain't nothing guaranteed on this land to the hunter-gatherers out of here. So therefore, your people are the value. Your people the value, bro. That's the only value you get. Let me give you an example. What if we go jump this shit off and get at them people? Who gonna be on your side when they come try to get you? They sure ain't gonna be on your side. They ain't got your back. Let's say that little money that they gave you is in your house, and here come the hunter-gatherer, burn your house down in your car. And don't none of this stuff matter no more. And your melanated neighbor just sitting there watching them do it. Because you dissed them. We deep over here. They just watching you get burnt up over there by them people. Yeah, he said F them niggas anyway, so we ain't finna help them. What gonna happen then? People don't forget things like that. Your people are of the most important value. Ain't nothing more that money ain't more valuable than your people. Houses, cars, land deeds, and titles, and they don't mean nothing without your people. Nothing. Roll the corn. There are people in mansions right now who cutthroat at their own people, who are miserable, ready to take their own life inside of a $10 million house right now. For entertainment purposes only, TikTok. The house can't hug them. The couch can't hug them. The Lamborghini can't hug them. The Lamborghini can't tell you you're going to be all right, I love you. It's a machine. The house is wood and concrete. It ain't going to tell you it love you. The money can't talk. It's only so long this can make you happy. You got to be happy in here. You ain't happy in here, ain't nothing else going to smooth it. Roll the corn. So, if you happy in here, and you happy for your people, and you want everybody to do well, don't none of that stuff matter. Only low vibrational beings are petty over money. It's low vibration. They wanted to bring your vibration down with a dollar bill. That's what they want to do. Therefore, we lower our morals and standards, hurt our own people, rob and steal and kill our own people for a low vibrational piece of paper. We bigger than that. That don't make us, we make that. Nothing makes us, we make that. We make that, that don't make us. So therefore, don't put that before your people. Don't compete with your people. None of that. Somebody asked me a question. It was a powerful question. They were like, Truth, will you go out there and live by them YT people? Hell no. I ain't one of these regular niggas. I want to go move out there with them people out there in the YT neighborhood. No, I don't. I'm going the opposite way and on the land where ain't nothing there. You know why? Some people think by living out there with them people, they are successful. You're not successful, nigga. All you did was put yourself deeper in the matrix. That's all you did, bro. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing that I look up to. You know why? Because their success level is not mine. My culture is not theirs. I don't have to be around these people to feel like I'm successful. That's what they trick you with. Now you out there trying to kill yourself to pay for this $1 million house just to live out there amongst hunter-gatherers that don't want you to cut your radio up when you washing your car. No, bro. That's my culture to cut the music up while I wash my car, motherfucker. So I don't want to be around y'all. It's my culture to eat barbecue and talk loud in the backyard. That's my culture. You think we weren't doing it thousands of years ago? Yes, we was. We got shell mound with shrimp and crab legs stacked up to the moon where we sat there and partied, ate crab legs on the Atlantic coast, Texas coast, California coast, everywhere. There were us out there under the moon with the fire, feeding our people. Wasn't no damn Native Americans. There was us during the spring, putting on our regalia, going out there, jumping around, looking like Mardi Gras. That was us. That wasn't them. Mardi Gras ain't French, nigga. Nigga try to tell me Creole and Mardi Gras come from France. Have you lost your damn mind? Mardi Gras do not come from French people. They just joined the festivities when they got their ass over here. and then the Creole mixture of languages started to start. We got our own culture. They want to tell us we don't have a culture. They are a lie. They're a lie. Truth ain't in them. You know how strong your culture is? You know how strong your culture is, bro? These people do pagan stuff to your ancient culture, trying to get some spirituality, trying to get some power out of it. Think about it. These people around here calling themselves unicorns and Pleiadians and damn Pleiadians and Lemurians and Atlanteans and boy, them mound builders. When you break it all down, all the names you want to call yourself to make yourself sound like you woke, that shit come from the mound builders. All of it. Lemurian crystals in the ground with the mound builder, that's where that shit come from. Them ain't no aliens. The Atlantean they speak of coming from right here. Real people. Right? They are buried right on the land. In the mounds. But you think it's some type of mythology type of Atlantean. No. Them real people, big dog. That's where you got the knowledge fucked up in. You think them aliens, this Anunnakis? Nah. You lost. Them your people who buried in the ground. Them ain't no aliens. You think you sharp with the knowledge? You ain't sharp at all. You teaching the white man's knowledge. Inky coming back from outer space and new, and now they not. You let Dr. York them tell you about all that alien shit you want to. That shit ain't the truth. Your ass is a product of the planet. Every time you teach that big Egypt knowledge is coming from the planet. It ain't coming from outer space. It's coming from right there up under your feet. All the knowledge. You got to understand that. And once we get back to understanding that the gods that they are talking about is something your people created, you're going to be like, man, I've been out here teaching all this extraterrestrial bullshit all my life, and that shit ain't never made no sense in the first place. That's taking the power away from your people. And it bothers me that these so-called intellectuals still doing it today. Motherfuckers in their live teaching all this Tiamat and all this, y'all don't even know what that stuff even mean, bro. Them folks sitting there telling you about some type of agricultural resurrection, and you still thinking Tiamat finna fly down out the sky. Ain't nobody coming to save you, bro. Only people gonna save you is your people. With the right knowledge and your people behind it, it's the only thing gonna save us. What's the date they say the aliens coming back? Give me the date, y'all. What they say, October? They said October the aliens coming back, right? Huh? Roll the coin. They ain't coming. November? They ain't coming. They ain't coming. It ain't gonna happen. December? It ain't coming. Believing in aliens is just like believing in something else coming back. And we all know it ain't coming. And I'm going to say this, y'all. I got to get this out. We were so advanced, speaking of astrology, that astrology turned into everything. We were so advanced with the stars and the moon and the sun and the alignments and the zodiac. Imagine 4,000 BC, somebody know the astrology front to back, and you can't even pour a cup of water, hunter-gatherer. Therefore, they call you an alien. Why you know so much about this? You must be from there. No. You got it all backwards. We learned it for survival down here. That's the part people be missing. We learned it for a clock, a calendar, a time, a place. Because you could tell if you're in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere watching this up here. You could tell the time of day watching this up here. You can tell the time of year watching this up here. Why is that so important? Right? Why has Egypt got the Sirius star representation with an animal? The sun representation with an animal. The Pleiades representation with an animal. Orion representation with an animal. Why are these representations so powerful all on a boat of the Milky Way? The Aeneid. Why is this so important to us? Because when these things align, this is for our survival. We know what to do when this happens. We know what to do when the water rises and lowers. We know what to do. What time of year it's going to happen. We know what to do. We're not left in the dark about what nature is going to do to stop my people from eating this year. So wherever we seen in past years, we're going to map it with these stars, and we're going to use that for survival. It's just that simple. And we sitting down being spiritual with it. And people saw that. And they like, what are they doing? Why do they act like this every summer solstice? Why do they act like this every spring? Act like this every winter solstice? Why they do that every time, the same time of year? Why are they doing these certain customs? Why are they doing these certain traditions? We got to note this and write this down. Or we got to get an army to come attack these people so we can pull out their ancient writings and try to figure it out and see what they are doing. What does this stuff mean? And when they figured it out, start to figure some of it out, they start using it for religions. And if you're so advanced, you are alien. You can't be from here. You're too advanced. Why am I so dumb and you so smart? Why y'all so tall and we so damn short? Why y'all smell so good and we don't smell good? How can y'all build a pyramid and I can't even build a damn hut? You gotta ask yourself this stuff. Why? We was built to be intellectual from the start. They was built to be hunter-gatherers from the start. We was built to get inclined with the planet and what's going on in nature from the start, because we are the first 100% nature's beings. They are mutations of humans and animals. We are 100% human. They are mutations of animals and humans. That's the difference. Therefore, you evolve at a way faster rate. You going like this, they going like this. You steady going up. Until it reached a point in history where these people got just smart enough to figure out we got to do what they doing. We got to take their knowledge and use it because they've been working forever. And once they got it, that's when they almost ran the planet for a little while, but it's coming back around. Right? That's why they want to erase your history. They don't want you to know what you knew. Right? Roll the coin. Any questions, hop in the chat, man. Any questions, hop in the chat. But I want y'all to know that we just got to get back to our original teachings and our power. Because people really think that calling themselves a certain name gives them some type of power when they are culturally assimilating, but they don't give you no power. You don't scare me at all. Don't scare me at all. You don't get no power from once you misinterpret something, the power's gone. Right? Because it wasn't made for that. Let me give you an example. If you don't know what that stuff means containing to nature, you ain't got no power in that teaching. You can tell all the alien stories you want. If you don't know what that really was made for, the power, you are not awake. You are not woke. You are not enlightened if you don't know where it came from to help our people in nature. When you speak of manifesting material things, I'm going to manifest a car. You going against your people and their teachings. We weren't trying to manifest no material goods. We was manifesting that we feed our people. That was the first manifestation. That was the first spirituality. It was done for your kind, not for just you. Right? I'm going to manifest a big house and manifest a big platform on it. No, hell no. I'm going to put some money in a jar and try to manifest the money. No, you going against the grain, big dog. That's hunter-gatherer material. You put manifestation with materials, that's what they do. That's why they do pagan rituals to manifest material goods. We do not do that. So when I hear my own people saying that, I'll be like, oh my God. That's not what that's for. When you talking about you some type of prophet, that's not what that's for. To speak on what's going to happen to other people. That's not what that's for. Manifestation is not for material gain. It's not. The real manifestation is becoming spiritual with nature. That's it. Once you do that, you're going to land anyway. Once you do that, you can't lose no way. Right? That's why they tricked us to say God blessed us or an entity blessed us. They tricked us with that. Because once you align the right way anyway, it's going to happen anyway. You do the right things and stay virtuous and truthful and honest, it's going to happen anyway. We are giving praise to something that was originally from nature. And they turned it into some type of being. No. No. That's not what that's for. So when you do that, I'm going to tell you something that's crazy about that, what I just said. People do all this evil stuff to get to the point they at. Then they say, thank God I made it. You done all this old low vibrational stuff, then you go thank God for it. Because whatever it took to get it, you thank God gave it to you because you got away with all that old bad stuff you done to get it. Then you go thank a God for it. That ain't how they go. Them people unalived all them people, built the church, and then they get in there and thank God. You put your church right on top of somebody's burial, and you go in there and thank. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. Can't do that. I'm gonna say it like this. We know what we supposed to do, people. We know what we supposed to do. We were born with a moral compass already inside of us that lets us know what we supposed to do. We already know it. We already know it, people. We are the only people on this planet that's born knowing right and wrong. We know what to do. We know we do the right thing, eat right, exercise, do the right thing. We know that we're going to be great anyway. We know that. Right? We ain't got to beg nobody to be great. We already know what we must do. We ain't got to get a praise to nobody else because we already know what we supposed to do. You were born with that entity already inside your spirit because you are what they're talking about. You already know what to do. You know you're supposed to eat right, exercise, drink plenty of water, Live virtuously. Don't have no hate, no bad things to say out your mouth. Don't supposed to get petty or low with your own people. You already know that. Now, them other people came around and probably switched it up, made you think the way they handle things is better. That's when you fucked up. Start acting like them. Oh, I'm better than them because my car better than theirs. My clothes nicer than theirs. I'm better than them. Where you get that from? You already know that shit ain't right in your soul. You don't even supposed to be thinking that or saying it. It's already in you. You already know what you supposed to do. Ain't nobody got to tell you that. Everything in that Bible, you already know. You already knew it before you read it. You already knew to treat people how you want to be treated. You already know don't hurt nobody. You already know don't be jealous of nobody. You already knew that before you read the book because your ancestors already did that 10,000 years ago. You already know this stuff, man. Them the people that didn't know it. That's why they praise it so hard. They didn't know it. They didn't know it till they read the book. You knew at 5 or 6 years old shit was wrong. 4 years old, that shit is wrong. Let me get out of here. You already knew. You right, Jack. It's already in you. So when you go against the grain and you get material goods, then you go thank the Lord. What are you doing? You go bust somebody's head and rob them, then you go, then you get back home with the money and say, damn, thank you, Lord. That's that's what the white tea people do. They came on this land, bust our head, sold our crops, made millions, then came back, put the suit on and went right to church and said, thank you, Lord. I took them niggas' land. I can't stop smiling I done made so much goddamn money. I got so much land and property. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. What? You is the devil. That's what they do. Now they in a nice car, nice suit, big ass house. You are looking up to materials. You don't even know what that man did to get that shit. Man might unallow your ancestors to get that shit. But you like, look at that white tee man house. It's so big and nice. It better be big and nice. He done bust everybody's head for it. Motherfucker better be 100 rooms. How many heads you done bust? And they get right in their nice car and their nice suit and smile with the preacher and act like they are perfect. And they got our people out here doing the same thing. Cut out their own people all week and go to church on Sunday and say, thank you, Lord. Look at my dress and my suit. No, bro. That shit ain't right. It ain't right. You judge your people all week, then you go to church. Look at me. No, bro. You can't rub that off like that. You can't just shrug that off. You crazy? Won't he do it? That so-called Christ consciousness was already in you from the start. You didn't have to go in there and put your suit on to get that. You already had it on in you. You just went against the grain. Then you want to go back and fake on the material Christ conscious side. It was already in you. Now you got to go fake it because you know you went against the grain. Roll the corn. So therefore, We got to get back to that. To the virtuous, to the right way to doing things. And love and respect our people. And put something together that can help everybody. Not just yourself all the time. So, and I understand everybody in a position to do that. But if we work together, everybody can be in a position to help others. Because somebody helped you. Somebody took the load off you for the day. This is what we got to get back to. And the only way I see us doing it is we got to get a bunch of our own land and businesses and a bunch of our own stuff and put it on our own land and live in harmony with our own kind. The only way I can see it. Because they're going to always throw the screwball in the mix. They're going to always put the bullshit in the mix. They're going to do that. But we know that. Roll the corn. So I returned to a preacher today. But I just felt a certain way that we must know that we are dealing with some evil people, y'all. And they will do something to people. A lot of people be on here thinking everything a conspiracy. No. Somebody going in the dirt, bro. I don't know why you think everything. It might have been a conspiracy to get it done, but somebody is going in the dirt. So I want people to understand that this stuff is really happening. And it's a lot of most stuff happened before they did all that to these people. And this is the same way they'll try to do us if we get to a certain point of unity and power with our people. If we come to unity with our people, we are a problem. We are the number one problem if we do that. So I don't care what kind of problem they're gonna make us. We have to come together. We have to do for each other. We have to make our people's lives easier, right? And stop using all of their resources and start getting our own resources, bro. We gotta start teaching our kids how to be self-sufficient. Because when they're not self-sufficient, when they get out here in this world, the world gonna tear them apart. The world gonna tear them apart. And we don't want that. That's what's happening to our youth now. They so materialistic and so sufficient, not self-sufficient on their own 2 feet that they're making bad decisions because the pressure is on them the pressure on them to put the Jordans on, the pressure on them to drive a nice car, the pressure on them to pull out a big wad of money, the pressure on them. They think if they don't have that, they are nothing. And on the other hand, they are everything. So they go out here and do things with this hate in their heart, thinking they are not successful or not nobody, and that they start to hurt their own people trying to get to the successful look. And then we don't need that. We got to, like I say, I had to do that for myself. So I know everybody else got to do it. I had to break myself from things and years ago. Why are you so pressed on having this and doing it and doing it? Why are you so, who put that in your spirit? Get that out of your spirit. You got to check yourself first. I'm just being real with y'all. Why you think like that? Why is your ideology like that? Why do we gotta have the Louis in the house and the Bentley and all that? Why we got that? Why? Who taught us that was what we needed to be successful or to be somebody on this planet? Who taught us that? Who taught us this $1 million car ain't no better than this car that's paid for, this Toyota? Who taught us that? Both of us took us to the same spot. Who taught us we had to invest in it when we could have invested in something else that could have helped a lot of more people? Or made my whole family self-sufficient? Who taught us that? How can I break that? Right? So that's where I came from with it, and I had to break myself of thinking like that. Just to understand the way the world works, right? Let me give y'all an example. This is my last thought. I'm going to get out of here. Give y'all an example. If my people came together and invested, if all of us come together and invest, that investment will pay for everything that we own. Let me say that again. If we came together and invested, the investment would take care of all our people. But we don't invest nothing to get no return to help take care of our people. I'm telling you what I know. If we invest in the right thing, all of us at one time, it would take care of all of us. Just because we unified, I guarantee it. Just a quick example. If we invest in a real estate stock or something, we run the price up on it and get the dividends, everybody win. If you want, if you play the game in their system, if you play the game like they play the game, it's a no-brainer, right? Or we invest in these agriculture fields and sell the product, or anything we are unified on. But I have literally seen people invest together, and that investment took care of their whole family, took care of all their people. I'm gonna get back to that tomorrow. I was on that, but I just want to show y'all how some people can do the same thing and it'll pay off for everybody. It'll pay off for everybody. And we can take care of our own people. And what's crazy about it, y'all, AGNC been going up. Ever since I've been talking about AGNC, it been going up. Anybody still messing with it? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Y'all been getting y'all dividends, right? Y'all been getting y'all dividends? I told you. Didn't I tell y'all what was gonna happen? And we ain't even I just was talking about it for a couple of days. Now imagine if we ride it out hard. Bro. See, and that's in the corporation, but still they can't control everything. It's a what? User 5237 say it invested $1,000 in it. Ain't that dividend coming back? Yeah, I told y'all that stock months ago. Because I know people that use that stock for a lifestyle, people. See, it ain't always about ancient history. I just want to show y'all that knowledge is just power all the way around. It don't really matter. See, some people want you to just sit here and talk about the same stuff every day, but any knowledge is power to my people, bro. A lot of people didn't know nothing about that, right? I told people about that, and they went right in there and see what I was talking about. Now they know if they run across something that can help their family, they can invest it in exactly how much they're gonna make to help their family. They're just real, they're just real. They're just real shit at the end of the day, right? I know people got millions of dollars in their stock, and they don't go to nobody's job or nobody do nothing. Ever. Ever. The stocks sit there and pay them dividends. They pay their bills out the dividends. Now, I'm just telling y'all what I know. You know, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just telling y'all that I know people that done this. They put enough money in there in AGNC stock, real estate, and it pays all their bills for them. And the stock just keep going up and up. AGNC. AGNC, y'all. It's on Cash App. AGNC. You got your flower goddess. You said you got your dividend yesterday. I'm telling you. Now, flower goddess, imagine. Now, I'm just telling y'all about the people I know. I invested in two. Now. But I'm just telling y'all about something I just know, right? Because a lot of people don't believe in none of this stuff. But it's here. They've been winning off it forever. Why it's here, we might as well win off it while it's here. It's just common sense. It ain't always about, oh, them white tea people shit. No, it ain't always about that. It's about why that program is going on. You win in the program till the program about to shut down, then you pull your shit out. Because you gonna know when the program about to shut down. Pull it out. It's simple. But at the same time, I met people years ago that invested in it and it retired them. I'm just being honest. Like real life shit. Real shit. It retired them. Right? Retired them. Dividend rolling in every month. Some people let the dividends reinvest. They're just using the system for what it's used for. That's what them people been doing. Like for real. People want to know real knowledge. It's just real knowledge. And like I told y'all, ever since I told y'all about that, it been going up. Ever since I told y'all about this stock, it been going up. It go up more and more every week. Put some coin in the chat if you invested in it and got your dividends. You can see what's going on with it. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The only reason I told y'all that, because when I found out about it years ago, I studied it. Because I couldn't believe it when the people were telling me what they were doing, right? Like I say, I worked out there in the field. So they were telling me what they was doing, and I was like, bro, it can't be that sweet. They were like, bro, go research it. Go research it, bro. It's way better than a savings account. It's way better than all that. This is what you do. This is what the wealthy do. So this is before I even got on the internet. I was just looking into different knowledge and stuff to, and I looked into it, and they wasn't lying. And I was like, damn. Them people were getting back, to be honest with you, they were getting back $5,000 to $6,000 a month dividends. But they had a whole lot of money invested, but that's a lot of money for nothing. If you're just looking at the realism of it. Looking at the realism of it, they invested so much money, they was paying their bills off of the dividends. That was free money. So when they got to a point to where it took care of everything they needed, they just stopped working. I'm telling y'all what I done seen with my own eyes. It just used the system for what it was used for. Right? So. But I think we're going to have to start really, really, really looking into that. Like try to run it up. And take that money and go get the land. Or something. We got to do anything that is knowledgeable, I'm with it, bro. If it makes sense, I'm with it. It makes perfect sense to me. Perfect sense. Run the money up, buy the land, build the properties, get the farms going. Whatever it takes. Then we go into corporation. Because now we got time. We ain't got no more. It's Friday. We ain't got no job. We got time now. We finna mount up, come up there and kick y'all ass. See, a lot of people got to feed their people. Because that's what it's all about. We just keeping it real. Some people got to go to work. They got kids to feed. They got mouths to feed. Like, we just can't be out here acting like we just ain't got nobody to take care of. But if this get taken care of, we put more emphasis into getting our shit back. So I'm thinking we got to come up with some type of play to make our people self-sufficient so we can focus in on the big problem, the corporation. Love y'all. I'm in love with you. I'm going to get out of here, man. Matter of fact, we finna pump AGNC through the roof. AGNC through the roof. Rockets AGNC, because he gonna do what he gonna do now, I'm telling you. Roll the card. We know the truth now.